NPR.
Think about some of the Western world's most famously prolific writers. You have horror novelist Stephen King. He's written more than 60 best-selling books and hundreds of short stories.
There's also sci-fi author Isaac Asimov, who produced more than 500 fiction and nonfiction books. And also English romance novelist Barbara Cartland, who wrote more than 700 books during her career.
So much swooning.
Right.
But today, large language models, or LLMs, can match that kind of output in a single year. The number of new book releases on Amazon almost tripled between 2022 and 2025. That's an increase that can be attributed to LLMs.
But are these AI-written books any good? This is The Indicator from Planet Money. I'm Adrian Ma.
And I'm Wailin Wong. Today on the show, we tackle this quality question through an economic lens. Plus, we hear from a human editor at a niche publisher about how they're fighting the slot wars.
This message comes from LinkedIn. As a small business owner, you wear many hats. You're the owner, the marketer, the seller, the hirer. With LinkedIn, you have the tools to help you boost your visibility, find prospective customers, and find the best team for your small business, all in one place. So while LinkedIn can't hang up all of your hats, it makes it easier to wear them all. Learn more at linkedin.com/indicator show. This message comes from Capella University. You know that feeling when there's a spark building inside you, that you were meant for more? That's your own drive, pushing you towards what's next. Capella University gets that. With their FlexPath learning format, you can set the pace and earn your degree without putting life on pause. You've built experience and know what you're capable of. Now, this is your time to turn that momentum into more. The only real question is, what can't you do? Learn more at capella.edu.
Economists Imke Reimers and Joel Waldfogel have worked together for more than 15 years. Imke's at Cornell University and Joel's at the University of Minnesota. Together, they've studied how cultural products like music and books have gone digital. And sometimes this has involved some firsthand experience, as Imke explains.
I tried out to see how easy it is to self-publish a book, not to try to sell any units, to be very clear, to just say, oh yeah, I self-published a book, please don't buy it.
What was your book about?
Oh, it was a half page about my day. It was nothing.
I feel like you're underselling it, but okay.
I really am not.
Didn't you get 2 5-star reviews?
Yes, because 2 people did not listen to my plea not to buy it.
Well, it sounds like Imke is part of this wave of self-publishing because the number of self-published books skyrocketed in 2008 following the launch of Amazon's Kindle e-reader. Then 2022 brought another big disruption, the widespread availability of large language models like ChatGPT.
Imke and Joel wanted to see if this new technology was also leading to lots more books being published. And if there was an explosion in AI-generated books, were they any good?
We'll come back to the issue of good in a bit. But first, Imke and Joel needed to figure out whether LLMs were driving a big increase in ebooks. They focused on Amazon, which has 2/3 of the ebook market. And they figured out the number of new ebooks going on sale each month. Before the release of ChatGPT, it was about 100,000 books per month.
And then essentially lockstep with the increase in the use of ChatGPT, we see it increasing by late or mid-2025 to 300,000 new books released per month.
That is a tripling in the number of ebooks for sale.
This includes all sorts of books, including those published in the traditional ways, as long as they have an ebook manifestation. And of course, everyone always releases an ebook. But most of these books are self-published works published through Amazon.
The next step was determining how many of these books were written by AI. So Joel and Imke ran a sample of around 50,000 titles through AI detection software.
What was really interesting there is that the share of books determined to be written by AI really matched the growth rate that we saw in the new books being created, almost 1-for-1. It was really just something.
In other words, this boom in new ebooks could be attributed to AI. So now this brings us to the meaty question in Joel and Imke's research. How good are these books?
And the word good here can mean so many different things. Joel explained how an economist like him interprets it.
What we tend to mean by good when we talk about this stuff is appealing to some people. some people would buy it. So it's not the same as the good that a cultural critic would say. But, 50 Shades of Grey, by this definition, the economic definition, is undoubtedly a very good product because lots of people bought it.
I'm going to go pick up a copy of 50 Shades of Grey and see if you gave a blurb for the back that says, this book is good.
Economists like this book, exactly.
No,
Yeah.
economists understand that people like this
Yes.
book. That's, I think, the blurb we would give it. This is a valuable product.
Imka and Joel used star ratings and public Amazon sales rankings to measure whether people were buying these new AI books, and the results were clear. AI books had fewer ratings than human-written ones. The average star rating for AI books was worse, and their sales rank was lower.
By all those measures, the AI books are less useful or, in some sense, worse than the non-AI books.
In other words, they were not good. So, Joel and Imka say their research suggests that human authors don't have to worry, at least for now, about being displaced by AI.
Another interesting thing is there doesn't seem to be breakout hits emerging from the AI slush pile. Joel points out that, Justin Bieber first got discovered on YouTube, and 50 Shades of Grey, remember, a good book, had its origins as Twilight fanfiction published on the internet.
These are artists who made it through, came out of left field, as it were, and were made possible by digitization. AI doesn't seem to be like that. It's giving us more products, but they're not products all the way across the distribution. It's a whole bunch more near the middle. But having said that, everything is pretty new. So, AI changes every day. And so maybe future AI will be more like regular digitization and less like big piles of middling stuff.
Even these piles of middling stuff, though, have caught the attention of people like Jeremy Tarr. He's the digital editorial director at Fodor's Travel.
What was your last trip?
My last trip was a road trip from Lake Como to the French Riviera.
That sounds so glamorous.
It was very glamorous.
No need to rub it in, Jeremy. So Fodor's has been publishing travel guides for more than 8 decades, and travel is one of the categories where there's been an especially big increase in AI-generated ebooks, according to Imka and Joel's research.
Jeremy at Fodor's says he's skeptical of many of the new travel guidebooks he's seen online.
If you were to see just one or two of them, it'd be, somebody's just entrepreneurial and they want to make a guidebook, that's great. But you then look at the author, and the author has published, 100 of them just all over the world in a very short period of time. And knowing how much work and effort goes into producing a guidebook, whether it's, 160 pages or 500 pages, it's impossible.
Jeremy says he doesn't see AI travel books as a threat, but he does know that people are relying on ChatGPT and similar tools to plan their trips. So in July, Fodor's is launching a new AI product called Eugene, named after late company founder Eugene Fodor. It's a chatbot trained on Fodor's guidebooks and digital content, and it will give travel recommendations and help make itineraries.
I think human-backed AI is the best kind of AI you can get. It's like reading an article, reading the guidebook. I mean, there is so much information on any given city, and it can take a really long time to plan something. So AI helps speed that up. It helps organize it. It's just a new way of finding the information.
Jeremy says some of the large language models out there have already scraped Fodor's material without the company's permission. Building a proprietary AI tool means the company can make money from this new technology. And it can control everything from the information it feeds Eugene to how the chatbot sounds.
Eugene is friendly, but no nonsense. I think a lot of AI is fairly sycophantic, and we wanted to make an AI that is opinionated. If you say, should I go here or here, they will give you an honest assessment.
I can't wait to have my travel plans totally crushed by Eugene, the chatbot.
That's a terrible idea. Only a dumb person would go to this museum.
Okay. If you say so, Eugene. Whatever you say.
This episode was produced by Julia Ritchie with engineering by Kwesi Lee. It's fact-checked by Sarah Juarez. Keegan Cannon is the show's editor, and The Indicator is a production of NPR.
This message comes from St. Martin's Press, publishers of How to Try Again by Steve Kamb. How to Try Again is a book about quitting unhealthy expectations and making changes that stick. How to Try Again is available wherever books are sold. This message comes from Mint Mobile. If you're tired of spending hundreds on big wireless bills, bogus fees, and free perks, Mint Mobile is for you. Shop plans at mintmobile.com/switch. Taxes and fees extra. See Mint Mobile for details.